To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory, may God watch over his family, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
I can't believe what happened yesterday. And I think a lot of people feel the same way. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to leave the phones open all episode. You can call in. You can express yourself. We want to remain respectful to the family of Charlie Kirk. We don't want to spread any unverified information. It is also September 11th, a very somber day as it is. It's been a very tough week for all of us, and I think we all need each other right now. So you can call in at 631-527-4545 whenever you want. I'm going to be checking the phone lines periodically and scooping them up as they come in. If you don't get in on the first chance or second chance that you really want to call, just keep going. Something's got to give. Something's got to stop. Something's got to change in this country. Something has to change. This is not the country that any of us want to live in. This is not what anybody signed up for. We have been saying it since the beginning of time that political violence does not belong here in the United States of America, has no place in the United States of America. And the source, it's time to call it what it is. And I'm not just talking to our chat. We know the situation. Brennan and I firsthand know the situation. Many of you who are in the chat who've been with us, been following me, been a part of the loud majority back in New York, you guys know the situation. We know the source of the problem. It's got to come from them. It has to come from the left at this point. And so today, it is the most important thing, I think. This is my angle, and this is what I'm going to take. And a lot of people have told me, hey, wishful thinking. Look, we know Charlie Kirk was not a violent person. We know that he would likely tell us not to answer violence with more violence. And I know that's hard to hear for a lot of people. And I'm not suggesting that we do nothing. But I'm saying perhaps the way to confront this situation, or one of the ways to confront this situation, is the way Charlie Kirk would have confronted it. Head on. But through logic, right? Trying to reason with those people who are on the left, who are lost, who after yesterday, after the graphic nature of the videos that went around yesterday, which we will not be playing at all today. And you know what? I don't have a problem with people who are sharing it. I don't. The family, I'm sure, doesn't love that, but people need to see it. People need to see it. And you guys can see it. I'm not going to do it, but people need to see it. It is time for everybody loudly to call on those in the middle and those on the so-called left who watched that video with the same level of disgust, anger, and sadness that we saw yesterday. That's what it's time for. It is time for the people on the left, those of you who are not cowards, those of you who are looking around right now and saying, holy crap, what room am I in? I don't have anything in common with these people. I need you to speak up. Whether you're in the mainstream media, whether you're a politician, whether you're a Democrat voter, whether you're the mayor of some county somewhere, whether you're on a council, whether you're on a committee, whether you're in the DNC, we need this to come from the left. We have done everything that we could do to try and fix this problem. Nobody's listening. I know it. Wishful thinking, Sean. They're never going to come around, Sean. It's never going to happen. Well, you know what? We could try. That's how Charlie was confronting it. I don't think the answer to violence is more violence, and I know that's tough to hear. And I'm angry too. Trust me. I'm angry too. Furious that a family was robbed of their father, of the husband, of a son. Furious that our country was robbed of a patriot. It's not right. None of it is okay. But while we process this and figure out the path forward, please, let's keep in mind that we do not want the solution to the problem to be worse than the problem itself. We want to solve a problem. We can't then become the problem. We want to beat the left. We can't then become the left. And so I encourage everybody, while I know this is very, very difficult, And I encourage everybody, while I know we're angry, we're furious, this is all still very raw and all still very fresh, and the emotions are all over the place, and we're ready to just, I know I've seen some of the comments, and I get it. I get it. I understand. There's nothing to be happy about. Silver lining, I think I saw Fonda say it. It was Glenn Beck who might have said it. There were 1,000 new Charlie Kirks born yesterday, God willing. We're going to need everybody's involvement here to take this ideological fight, because this is what it is. It is an ideological fight. It's a spiritual fight. This has gone way beyond politics. But it is time to take it to those people who we know are responsible. We know where the source of all this violence is coming from. We know where the source of the rhetoric is coming from. We know who's been calling for war. We know who's been talking about threats to democracy. We know who believes that, anyone who disagrees with them is a Nazi or a fascist. We know these things. Everybody knows these things. The left knows it, the middle knows it, and the right knows it. It is time for everybody to acknowledge the source of the problem. And I'm done with the left coming out. Oh, what was it? 2 weeks ago, they were saying thoughts and prayers don't work. Then yesterday, Charlie Kirk dies. Thoughts and prayers. No. It is time for you to own up to the problem. Don't just acknowledge the problem. Don't just condemn the problem. Own it. It's yours. You did this. Barack Obama, you did this. MSNBC, you did this. CNN, you did this. Corinne Jean-Pierre, you did this when you said, the trans people are under attack. Nobody's under attack but us. President Trump was shot last year. He was almost shot again on a golf course. 20 plus conservative online personalities had cops sent to their homes with guns drawn. People who drove Teslas were terrorized. Children were killed in the name of transgenderism. Nobody is under attack but us right now. It's time for the left to own what they have done. And anybody with any courage on that side of the aisle, you're going to get kicked out of your party. You're going to get dragged through the mud. You're going to get shamed. But is it worth it? Is it worth it to sit back and say nothing? It's not worth it. There's got to be somebody somewhere with some influence on the left who comes out and says, this is not my party. This is not what I stand for. I'm done. Who's going to be the first person up dancing? Who's going to be the first person up dancing? It's got to be somebody. All right, let's take a quick break. We're going to get to a word from our friends over at OFP Farms. It's OFPFarms.com. September is sweater weather, right? All their amazing fall products, fall-themed products. And then we'll jump in. I haven't even looked at the calls yet because I want to get through all of this right now. And then we'll see if anybody's calling, and we'll start off. It's going to be a totally different type of show. This is not a show for me. It's a show for you, right? It's a show for all of us. You want to call in, you want to vent, you want to talk about it, you want to express your condolences, and remember Charlie Kirk. Today's the day to do it. But first, a word from our friends over at OFPFarms.com. OFPFarms.com, promo code SHAWN, 25% off. 25% off here in the month of September. Fall is in the air. It has been in the air for quite some time, especially according to Brennan. You can explore the wonderful quality of Faith Farm and Freedom products with a special limited time 25% discount on your entire purchase. If you take a peek at the lineup from OFP Farms, they are America's go-to soap company, famous for natural ingredients, the skin-loving perks of tallow and skincare. You got to love it. Goat milk, a big heart. These guys and gals have a big heart for farm to family skincare. Whether you're looking for gentle skincare or thoughtful gifts like this is the Revolution soap. Smells like a revolution, baby. This is the way to do it, right? Jump on in, ofpfarms.com. These products bring together expert care and good values to make your daily routine better. Go to ofpfarms.com. They are the small family farm with big, beautiful love. Check it out. 25% off at checkout, ofpfarms.com, ofpfarms.com, ofpfarms.com. Promo code Sean for 25% off. That is ofpfarms.com. Promo code SHAWN. Another quick word from our friends over at Patriot Mobile, folks. I realize there are many choices when it comes to who you choose for your cell phone service, and there are new ones popping up all the time. But here is the truth. There's only one that boldly stands in the gap. Only one that boldly stands in the gap for every American that believes that freedom is worth fighting for, and that is Patriot Mobile. Not only are they leading the way in the economy right now, but Patriot Mobile also outgains the competition when it comes to technology. Patriot Mobile is one of the only carriers with access to all three major U.S. networks, meaning exceptional nationwide coverage, along with the ability to have multiple numbers on different networks on a single smartphone. This is what we call a game changer, ladies and gentlemen. They also offer unlimited data plans, mobile hotspots, international roaming, internet backup, and so much more. Switching is now easier than ever. You can activate in minutes from the comfort of your own home. Keep your number, keep your phone, or upgrade. It's time to make the switch today. Go to patriotmobile.com/FARASH, call 972-PATRIOT, and use the promo code FARASH, FARASH, for a free month of service. That is patriotmobile.com/FARASH, or call 972-PATRIOT. Use the promo code FARASH, 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 for a free month of service. All right, I want to address one thing in the chat real fast. There's a lot of information out there right now. The fog of war is real. Two things that I believe have been sufficiently debunked thus far. Number one, the jet that everyone is talking about that left Provo and the ADSB transponder went off. There is no there in that story. I want you to listen very, very closely. It landed in KPGA, Page, Arizona, and the reason why ADSB went off is because it went into a region where this happens every day in this country. We just don't see it because we're not looking, okay? There are very few radio transmitters in that area of the country, and there are a lot of mountains. The signal gets blocked. Nothing happened with that jet. I am 99% certain. 99% certain that the plane story is not a story, okay? Look into it all we want. I've looked into it since last night. I don't believe there's a there, okay? That's number one. Number two, that video of the guy celebrating before or they show him celebrating. People are saying he celebrated after Charlie Kirk got shot. I am 99% sure that video was taken before the event started. Before the event started. In other words, that man was not celebrating the assassination of Charlie Kirk. 99% sure of that. All right, 631-527-4545. I'm so sorry. Everybody has been calling in here. We're ready to take those calls now if you are trying to call in and remember Charlie Kirk. 631-527-4545. Don't be discouraged. We are going to start taking those calls right now if you do want to call in. While we're waiting for one of those calls to come in, here we go. We got one coming in right now. We will pick this one up. We'll get this connected as soon as we can. Here we go. All right. We have, you are connected. You're on. Who's on the line with us here?
Hi, Sean. It's Lulu Red. How are you?
I'm good, Lulu. How are you?
I'm devastated.
Yeah.
I'm so heartbroken.
I think everybody is. I think the whole country is, Lulu. But we got to pull together. We have each other. Okay? And we have the legacy, the vision, the goals, the initiative that Charlie left behind here. He's in a better place now, right? He's up in heaven. Heaven gained an angel. It's on us now to take that. He passed the torch to us, and that is what we have to do. Right?
I know.
And that's the function of today's show. And that is the function of, I believe, what we have to do moving forward. right? But I feel your pain. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And just
I know it's devastating, and
turn it into fuel, Lulu. Turn it into fuel. Okay, turn it into fuel.
Yes, definitely, and we need to keep his legacy going, the movement going, and spreading the truth of the gospel.
That's right.
And we can't give up now. Now is the time to rise up.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Well, I feel your pain. I'm with you. We're with you 100%. We have your back. I know you've got our back, and we all have to have each other's back as we navigate through it. It's very devastating. I never met him, right? I never met Charlie Kirk, but I feel like I knew him, and that's the worst part of this whole thing. So, and his family. So, Lulu, I feel your pain. I hear it. I feel it. I think everybody feels it. And thank you so much for the call and expressing yourself. We appreciate it. Okay, stay strong.
Thank you, Sean. Love you all. Stay
Thank
strong.
You. Well, I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, I'm not even turned on over here.
Hold on, we got a call coming in here. All right. We have another one connecting. Let's see who we have. All right, who do we have on the line here?
This is Jeremy.
Hey there, how are you?
Better days, after yesterday, of course.
Right. As good as we can be. Yeah. What's on your mind?
It's just, seeing these crazy messages on all these social media posts and just looking at how people are acting. And, I've seen a post from Charlie, you're going to really know who people are after somebody dies. And
right.
People just don't realize this man was a father, a husband, a son, and he was out there doing things the right way, letting people debate with him in a civil manner, letting them say what they need to say and giving back what he had
and he was
of his
effective.
knowledge.
And he was effective.
And he was
effective. Look at what he did in the 2024 election. Look at the youth vote. Look at how popular Turning Point was on college campuses, and they knew it.
Yeah.
And they knew there was only one way, and it's unfortunate.
It's horrible. As you said in your podcast now, it's our turn to take up the torch and continue on what he did.
We have
to. We have to. And I remember election night watching his podcast when they announced Trump as the president and him just shedding tears. I fully believe he was one of the biggest advocates in Trump getting into office in 2024.
He absolutely was. And he's more than just a political advocate, though. He was morally sound. He was spiritually sound. He embodied everything. I'm not a parent, right? But I would imagine parents look at Charlie Kirk and say, that's somebody who I want my son or my daughter to grow up to be like. And you know what? It's time for us to take everything he stood for and instill it all over the place, okay?
Yeah.
You could take out one voice, but you are not going to take out hundreds of thousands. You're not going to take out millions of voices. That's not going to happen. No. And it's on us to make sure that doesn't happen.
Yes, and again, yesterday created hundreds of thousands of Charlie Kirks. We're here. We're going to let our voices be heard, and his legacy will be carried on.
Amen. Thank you so much for your call. Appreciate it.
Thank you. All right.
All right. Good call. Good comments. They're just coming in rapid fire. I had some stuff to play, and I just don't think we're going to play them. I think we're just going to keep going to the audience today. All right. Hello there. You are on the line. Who do we have here?
My name is Helene.
Hi, Helene. How are you?
Helene from Georgia. I'm doing as good as everybody else is. Not too good.
I hear you.
And I just want to say, we love you. We love Charlie. And he is with God. He's one of his soldiers now.
That's right.
And he's going to be fighting off Satan, because Satan's here big as life.
Yeah. Yeah, well, more evident than ever in this country, more present than ever in this country. And it's not just, you see, Charlie's not alone in the fight. He never was. And none of us are, right? That's the whole point of what we do here every day. We are all here, and we are all, we all have to be ready to confront these demons. That's what they are. These people are sick. They're deranged. We know the way they feel, but they want, the most important thing, what they want, okay, Helene, is they want us to be quiet. They want us to stop. They want us to be intimidated into silence. And I'm not saying to go out there and be reckless. We don't want to be reckless. We want to be careful. We want to make sure that we're safe. But we have we cannot give them ground back just because they did this. And I think this is maybe it will be a watershed or a turning point in our nation's history. We'll see.
As was his turning point.
That's right.
He was turning point.
That's right.
And as far as I'm concerned, the president hasn't done squat. Laura Loomer actually called up one of those people from those people that get away with putting crap on that site.
Yeah, the social media. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw her yesterday. I was on with Drew Hernandez, and she called up and she gave them a piece of her mind. I mean, they didn't even know who she was.
Yeah, well, it's you know what, we all got to join her in that too. We got to clean. There's a lot of bad actors out there, a lot of bad ones. Teachers, healthcare workers. I've got video that I was going to play, but I think we're going to call an audible, and I'm not going to play it because there's so many people who want to chat, and that's what this show needs to be about. Maybe we'll play these videos tomorrow.
Right.
Helene, thank you so much for the call. Stay strong, all right? Stay strong. Keep praying for the country. Pray for Charlie Kirk's family, okay? Stay strong, Helene.
Haven't stopped. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Somber day. Another one coming in here. Let's go to... Let's see. We're waiting for this to connect here. All right. You're connected here. Who do we have on the line?
It's Amanda Collins.
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm good, Sean. How are you, love?
Yeah, we're as good as we could be, right?
Yes. I want to say a few words. My Charlie, I loved that guy. Met that guy one time. He was an amazing guy for the youth. My son loved him. My son watched him all the time here on television. He was devastated.
Yeah.
He was just something my 12-year-old son looked up to, and God took an angel home. He was our leader. He was our brother in Christ. He was the next person that told everybody to live every day to the fullest.
Right.
And that is exactly what Charlie's message was for the youth today. And he also wanted everyone to know that, we're not crying for Charlie. We're celebrating Charlie.
That's right.
Charlie was someone to be celebrated. And for that, we're going to keep doing the good Lord's work for Charlie. That's what he would want. He wants everybody to know he made it home to Jesus, and it's time for us to pick up our armor of God, and we will keep moving in Charlie's presence. We will be moving forward for the youth today, and we will not stop putting out God's words. We have to get through to all God's people and their children, and that's exactly what Charlie would have wanted.
That's what he was doing. That's what he was
exactly
doing. That was part of the work. It wasn't just political, right? So
exactly.
You are 100% right. You put that extremely well. Thank you so much for that. It was extremely well said, Amanda. Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. Love you all. Charlie was a great guy.
That's right.
And he predicted what he knew God had coming for him. He talked about it all the time on his Twitter account. He said that he got death threats all the time. He told me one time he's going to get death threats all the time. I said, Charlie, that's what God wants. You're doing the right thing.
That's it. He's over the target.
If we're getting out there, the message has gotten out to the right people. You're triggering others. He's doing the God's Lord work. And that's exactly what we are doing. We're riling them up, but we're bringing them home. Yep. We're bringing all the people out. And God is writing this in the book right now. And those people out there who's doing this, I want a message to you. When you step before the good Lord on your judgment day, you better have an answer for God. Because what you did, and he's coming for you. You can run, you can hide, but the good Lord is always going to be one step ahead of you, and you will be found.
Yeah, it's not going to be a pretty day when they are. That's for sure.
Yeah, message just went out a few minutes ago that they had suspect in custody right now, and and we're going to keep on it.
Well, check that out. Thank you so much, Amanda, for the call. We appreciate it, and you stay strong and keep the faith. Thank you.
I'll pray over you guys. Love you guys.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
All right, we're going to take one quick break from the calls. I've never seen the phones do this before.
That one was a really good one.
That was
good.
Great.
Thank you.
She was great. Let's get to, I got to do a word from our friends over at My Patriot Supply. We still have to pay the bills today, unfortunately. And Golden Crest Metals. So give me a second, and then we'll get right back to your calls. 631-527-4545. Folks, September is National Preparedness Month. It is the perfect time to ask yourself some questions like, how much food do you have on hand for emergencies? How do you get clean water if the tap goes dry? What do you do if a storm knocked out the power for a week? If you're anything like me, there's some room for improvement on all this type of stuff. Luckily, our friends over at My Patriot Supply are making disaster preparedness easier and more affordable than ever before. They're giving you over $1,500 worth of emergency food and preparedness gear absolutely free. They just launched the Preparedness Month Mega Kit and includes a full year of emergency food, a water filtration system that can purify almost any water source, and a solar backup generator, and a whole lot more. And here's the best part. If you go to mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned, you can get 90 preparedness essentials totaling over $1,500 absolutely free. Just go to mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned for the full details. That is mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned. It is National Preparedness Month. My Patriot Supply is making it easier than ever to get prepared for a crisis. Check out the Preparedness Month Mega Kit, the 90 items totaling over $1,500 that could be yours for free at mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/ungoverned for full details. Okay. A quick word from our friends at Golden Crest Metals, and then we will start back with your calls. Golden Crest Metals /LFA.
Hey everybody, Jeremy Harrell here. Look, I want to talk to you a little bit about gold and silver. When I was a kid, I always wondered what Fort Knox must look like. And when I was a kid, I always envisioned that when you would walk into Fort Knox, you would see just gold everywhere, literally raining gold, kind of like what you see behind me right now. Unfortunately, as a grown-up, I don't have that kind of imagination anymore, and I don't even have that much trust that Fort Knox has the 5,000 tons of gold that we're supposed to have there. Meaning that decades ago, we went off the gold standard in this country, which took the value of our dollar down to just mere pennies. And since our federal government doesn't want to go back to a gold standard currency, then it's time to us to take matters into our own hands. Have you ever thought about buying gold and silver? Have you ever thought about taking portions of your IRA or your 401k or your nest egg or your savings and putting it into gold and silver, either all or a portion of it? Have you ever wanted to purchase silver like this in bullion or premium? I know I do. And I know I wanted to take matters back into my own hands, which is why I have worked with Golden Crest Metals to do that. GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA is going to be your go-to, absolutely transparent and trusted partner. Now, you can go to that website or you can call 888-308-4202. And what the good thing about this is they're going to guide you. They're going to talk to you. They're going to guide you. They're going to give you all the answers to your questions. And there's going to be no hidden fees. It's completely transparent. No hidden fees, no pressure, no surprise markups whatsoever. Clients get to see everything before they purchase. They've even agreed to lower the minimum investment to the LFA audience in order to make sure that everybody has access to this. Free IRA storage, free insured shipping, and a full range of precious metals from gold, silver, palladium, and platinum. And if it's easier for you to just maybe click a QR code, well, guess what? We've got that available for you too. Right here, ladies and gentlemen. Click this QR code on your screen and it'll take you right there. GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA. Again, GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA, or call 888-308-4202 today to reach these guys. They're going to be a great partner for you, just as they have been for me, and we absolutely recommend here at LFA TV, GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA.
Thank you, Golden Crest Metals. Thank you, Jeremy Harrell. GoldenCrestMetals.com/LFA. We're going to go right back to the calls. We see you calling in here. So 631-527-4545. Here we go. We'll start off with this one right here. We're getting connected right now. Hopefully this can, these phone lines, this little app is melting, man. All right, here we go. You are on the line. Who do you have? Who do we have on the line here?
Hi, buddy. This is Jason.
Hey there. What's
Jason
up?
King.
Jason
what's
King.
going on, son? Yes, sir. Just rough day. I haven't seen you in a few days. Been training. I miss you, but I'm mad. I'm freaking mad.
Yeah, me too.
We all are, but I also been around long enough to realize as men that's what happens when any feeling comes out as mad. I processed it, and I'm hurt. I'm heartbroken.
Yeah.
I'm sudden, and that's how it comes out. We're going to have to calm down and hold, take our tinfoil hats off. You've done a great job. We've got to quit with conspiracy stuff and celebrate and grieve. That's what we've got to do. And Charlie told us that one person can make a difference. Stay strong in your convictions and don't back down, and go do the Lord's work. And he'll be an inspiration for years to come. He'll be our MAGA MLK for forever. He was amazing. So
Yeah.
I just want to say hi and let everybody know that, hey, we're all mad, but we need to realize that we're sad, we're hurt.
Yeah,
And we
no,
gotta
I
do
agree.
it.
I agree.
We
We're
gotta-
mad, and it's okay to be mad. I just don't want I don't want to spill over. I see a lot of, there's a lot of anger, and when in the presence of that much, it's a powder keg, right? And so, Charlie was nonviolent, and I think the best way to honor him is to the best of our ability, right? And it's got to be the best of our ability, to also, stay away from a violent means to a violent end, and a violent end to a violent means as well. I mean, it's back and forth. The answer to the way to solve violence, in my opinion, on this scale is not with more violence. And so, let's try and do this the way Charlie would have tried and done it. The way he had done it for so long.
He was preaching love and about violence the moment the bullet rang out. He was
That's right.
talking about horrible instance of gun violence, and he made such a difference. I don't know if anybody else single-handedly helped get Trump elected more than Charlie Kirk.
Yeah,
There's a
him,
bunch.
Scott Pressler, Dan
Not
Bongino, people like that. But Charlie was on the ground. He was a doer, right? He wasn't just a talker. He was a doer.
So let's remember, don't get dead. But in instances like that, you can't help it. He had security. There's going to be crazy people, and we can't join them with the pitchforks and the mad. Let's mob mentality needs to slow down. Let's just hold, like Dan said. Let's see what happens. Let them do their job. Buddy, love you. Appreciate you all.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Jason. Jason King in the chat. That's a good call. Good little wisdom there. Wisdom from Jason. We have another one calling, and let's see. Who do we have on the line here?
Hi, everybody. I wasn't going to call in because I was emotional like everyone else, but I thought I'd give some words of encouragement.
Heather. That's right. I knew I recognized the
yes.
phone number, but I'm
Yes,
all over
sorry.
the place,
Heather
and I'm like,
here.
what?
Sorry.
It's Heather. Yeah, Heather from Kansas City. What's up,
yes,
Heather?
Yes. Hi. With 9/11, we all remember we were unified after, and I really feel like this is also going to unify everyone right now. I really think the youth are going to be very strong at this point. And I had some youth yesterday at church last night were devastated. They were crying with me, and I'm like, we just kind of talked for a minute. But I saw that his wife posted an hour before the shooting a psalm that said, "God is our refuge, our strength in time of trouble." So I hope that she looks at that now.
I hope so too. My heart breaks for that family.
Try not to be emotional on here, but
no. It's you know what? If there's ever a time, it is now, and we get it. I feel it.
Yeah.
We all understand it, right? There's nothing wrong with it, by the way. Don't be ashamed of it, right?
Right, and I think I was crying like anger tears, and it was anger and emotion coming out. Yeah. And my mom said she was angry, and she was angry at Congress for not pausing to take a moment of silence. And I'm like,
I saw that too.
That's how they are.
That's how they are. I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah. So,
it's brutal. It is. It's a tough day, and but we will pick ourselves up, and we will in Charlie's in Charlie's honor continue the work that he started, because his job wasn't done. He knew that, and it's still not done. It's our job now.
No. And I saw the video. I wasn't going to, but I was like, I saw it, and I don't. If you can't handle that, don't watch it. But it reminds you that we're flesh. We're human, and our lives aren't finished here. We go to heaven, and we know that at that moment when he passed, he went to be with Jesus. So we need to keep that in mind. Right. And Jeremy played a song on Rise Up called "Come Jesus Come," and that's what we wait for. So
yep.
Just from
Well,
words
thank
of
you, Heather,
encouragement there.
and thank you,
You're
Heather,
welcome.
and you stay strong. And
Thank you.
you know, and we're here for you. I know you've been here for us all the time, and
Absolutely, all the time.
you know,
yeah.
onwards and
We'll be
upwards.
praying
All
for
right.
you guys too.
Thank you, Heather.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Heather from Kansas City. As the show marches on here, a lot of people trying to call right now. It's first come, first serve. It's you know, just so everybody knows. I know it's frustrating not to get through. There's like tons of people who are trying to speak right now, and it's great. You know, it's just I just want everyone to know the situation. All right, who do we have on the line here? You are connected. Hello.
This is American Gal, also known as Amber from the Smoky Mountains.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'd just like to say I want to give all the glory to God because Charlie Kirk was a man of God.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of comfort to know that he's in heaven now.
That's right.
Doesn't make it easier because we're selfish.
That's
And we
right.
want him here.
Right.
He was a powerhouse, and all we can do is try to fill his shoes because the knowledge in his brain was unmentionable.
That's right. And look, is one person is not going to be able to fill his shoes, but the thousands of us, we could do it. I think we could do it, right? We can further the work that there will never be another Charlie Kirk, but the movement doesn't die, right? The work that he was doing, what he stood for, that keeps going, right? That's a legacy, and we have it within ourselves. We can do it. It is, you know, a little tough talk. It is going to come down to how bad we want to, and I think we want to. I think you know, judging by the reaction from not just us, but all around the world, the reaction is, you know, there are a lot of people who are not happy with what happened yesterday. There are a ton of people who are, and those are the evil people, and those are the opponents, right? But I think we're going to be able to pick each other up, and we're going to be able to carry this legacy on for him.
Yes, those are abysmal people, and when you pray, I just want everybody to pray for God to help take the hate out of their heart, because it's really hard at this moment not to hate, but you have to, because we know what's right, and that's not what Charlie would have wanted. It's not what God wants. It's not what has to be. So we just have to unite in prayer. We're in the midst of a bigger spiritual war than we ever thought we were ever going to go, and honestly, I hope that they don't use this shooter for anything next, because he's still on the loose.
Yeah, well, we gotta hope that they catch him, and hopefully they do soon. Amber, thank you so much for the call. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Love y'all. Peace.
All right, thank you. Good points made again. I think everybody's done a phenomenal job this morning, by the way, with the calls that are coming in, and they're still coming in. I've seen a bunch. Actually, someone just tried to get in, and it didn't even notify me. So I'm going to refresh, and hopefully we'll get the ability to pick this up. I know who this is. This is our friend from Iowa, a young patriot in his own right. Oh, it didn't connect. Gosh, that's no good. All right, keep it. That was Dylan. Dylan was trying to get in, but it didn't connect. I don't know what happened. Sorry, Dylan. Keep trying. We have this one now. There's another person connecting here. Looking at it. Hello there. You're connected. How you doing? Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hi there. You're on. How are you?
Just fine, Sean. It's Texas Elizabeth, one of your big fans.
Oh, thank you, Texas Elizabeth. Good to hear from you today.
I'm upset and angry and frustrated.
We all are, I think.
But here's something that it has really been on my mind all night. I haven't been to bed in 3 nights now.
Oh, man.
I'm concerned about you because you're out in the public. I'm concerned about everybody that does get out there and puts everything out for everybody to hear and to see.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's a very different landscape than it was a couple years ago, even. It's on my mind. It's on a lot of people's mind. You know, we got to keep ourselves safe. That's why I said, you know, we don't necessarily stop, but we also don't be reckless about it. You know, the risks here are increased, much larger than they were a week ago, right? So, and we know it, you know, firsthand after what happened to us in March with the swatting. That was a real wake up call too, you know, because something could have gone horribly wrong there as well.
Well, I just wanted to let you know, and I am against gun control.
Yes, well, so am
totally
I. Yeah.
against it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They take control of our guns. The criminals will be the only ones having one.
That's right.
So.
That's right.
But I want everybody to know that you and your wife are in my prayers.
Thank you.
Along with your kitty cat.
Oh, thank you.
And all those that get out there in the public where you can be seen and targeted so easily, because I don't think this is the end. I'm not.
You know what? I fear that you're right, but I hope that you're wrong, and I hope you don't take offense to that. I think you hope you're wrong too on that one. Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong too. I would love to be wrong on it.
Same with that.
I can admit when I'm wrong.
So do I. I would love to be wrong on that. Yeah.
But I want you to know, because you do such a fantastic job on all of your posts and everything else, and I have appreciated when you followed me. I like to have fell over because let's be real here. A lot of you big influencers don't follow everybody.
No, it's hard to hit it on everyone, but I'm happy to be following you and happy to be hearing from you this morning, and thank you for your prayers and your kind words and your support. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and you have a very blessed day, as
You do the
insane
same.
as today is.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Texas Elizabeth. Yes, I remember when I followed her actually I think it was on X. Remember that. All right, here we go. I know who this is coming in. So this is going to be our last call before the break, and then we'll do more right after this. This is Conservative Autumn. What's going on?
Yes. Just missing Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, we all are. I think. I would imagine it's tough. It's tough. It was a tough one to see develop yesterday.
Really was.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'd lost somebody really close to me, even though I never met him.
Yeah, same thing. I never met him either. I've been to a couple Turning Point events. We've been to some Turning Point functions in Tennessee. Been to a few of them in New York. And all I've heard is that this man was, and I've witnessed it. Right, we've witnessed it. He's transformational. He's a generational talent. And historic figure, really, in the course of American history.
That's one of those things that, like, whenever Trump got shot the first time, I'm never gonna forget where I was.
That's right.
Or how I felt.
That's right. Well, I hear a rooster, so that's pretty cool. That rooster sounds like he's going off. Listen, stay strong. Don't give in to Holy moly! Don't give in to the. That rooster said nobody's above the law. That's what that sounds like. Thank you for the call. Thank you for the call. It takes a lot of courage to do that, and we always appreciate hearing from you. All right, stay strong.
Yes, be safe out there, Sean. I've lost one person I feel like is a brother, and I can't bear to lose another.
Thank you. We will do our best to stay as safe as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. That rooster was cool, though.
Oh, the rooster.
That rooster was. I was like, holy moly. We got the rooster. All right. Quick word. Quick word from our friends over at Silent. Then we'll do more calls, I promise. SLNT.com/Sean. SLNT.com/SHAWN. Let's face it, guys. Your phone is a tracking device. Government agencies, big tech, corporate data brokers, even cyber criminals, they're all fighting for a piece of your digital footprint. And they don't ask. They just go ahead and take it. That's why Silent exists. Silent makes Faraday gear that blocks all wireless signals, cellular, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, RFID, and near-field communications. No signal means no tracking. No remote access, and no breadcrumbs. This is the same technology that's been trusted by special operations teams worldwide, used to block signals, avoid surveillance, and secure communications wherever the mission leads. And right now it is available to you to protect your family, to protect your freedom, and to protect your digital footprint. Drop your phone in a Silent Faraday sleeve, and it is off the grid, completely silent, completely invisible to the outside world. From backpacks to sleeves to crossbodies, Silent's patented technology gives you control of your privacy. Just visit slnt.com/SHAWN to save 15% and get free shipping on qualifying orders. That's Silent, slnt.com/Sean. Protect your rights, secure your data, and stay one step ahead. Go to Silent, slnt.com. Silence the chaos and go silent today. Right back to your calls, folks. 631-527-4545. Here he is again. We're going to try and connect this here. This is Dylan from Iowa. And we are connected. Dylan, you're on. What's going on?
Oh, nothing, Sean. I just wanted to call you and just talk about what happened yesterday. That was horrible, Sean. I was at work and I was eating my lunch because I was on my break or whatever. And I was eating my lunch and my friend texted me, "Hey, you got to see what happened to Charlie Kirk." I'm like, "Oh, okay, what happened?" So I went on Twitter and I saw the video. I spit my food out. Yeah. I was not. I could not eat for like the next few hours after after I saw that.
rough. We came home from being on the Michael Patrick Leahy show, and we did a little shopping. We came home, and I saw it. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I thought, for a second maybe it was fake, and it wasn't. Obviously, it's devastating. This is the type of people that we're up against, and this is why Charlie did what he did. Because letting these people run around unchecked, it would be worse than what happened yesterday, if we can imagine that.
Exactly, and I just we cannot be afraid of this, because this is what they would want. We're not going to let them. We're not going to let them get away with this. I just want people to know this, and Sean, you know this from being in this game for. I would say the past 6 years, probably going on now.
Yeah.
I mean, Sean, politics is not just a right versus left fight, which I don't think it's the right versus left fight anymore. I think it's a spiritual battle of good versus evil.
That's manifesting every day.
It's manifesting every day, and the fact that people could not see it when Trump got, almost assassinated, and then. Now and then now you have this. I mean, it's pretty loud and clear, and I don't know how people can still be Democrats after watching this crap.
That's why I started the way I said it, and there's got to be people, Dylan, right, that we know that are not this deranged, who are now going, oh my gosh, where am I? Who am I calling my friends? We need a mass exodus. Brandon Straka from Walk Away, people like that. There's got to be a mass exodus, and it can't just be voters too. There need to be media figures. There need to be politicians who get some courage and say, I'm done. I'm done with all of it. I'm done with this rhetoric about threats to democracy. I'm done with this stuff about fascists. It's going to take a huge effort there, and it's going to take a lot of pressure from not just us, but from folks in the middle to make that happen and make these people wake up and push them to make this decision that they're done. Because it can't just come from us at this point. This has got to be a group effort, and we're going to need all hands on deck. So, Dylan, thank you for the call. Yeah, go ahead.
Also, Sean, I'll be releasing a statement on Charlie's death. I could not release a statement yesterday because I was trying to process my thoughts. I'm still trying to process them. But it's so weird is Sean, is my Democrat opponent hasn't even released a statement or said anything.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, they encourage this type of behavior. But Dylan, stay strong. Thank you so much for the call. Keep doing what you're doing. All right.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
You got it. Dylan from Iowa, obviously, firsthand. He's talk about a young guy, doing what Charlie would have done. These guys got the courage. All right, here we go. Who do we have on the line here? You're with us. What's up?
Hey, Sean, this is Eric. Can you hear me?
Yeah, how are you?
Good. How you doing, man?
All right. As good as we can.
I feel like I'm in a dream I can't wake up from or something like that, Mm-hmm. What really bothers me the most, though, is Charlie wasn't any of the things that some of the evil people were saying online. He wasn't a radical.
No.
He wasn't anywhere near a fascist or something like that.
No.
This is a man that sat down with people he disagreed with. He would talk it out, and at the end, if he couldn't agree, all right, we're just going to have to disagree on that.
That's it. Yeah.
And he never, even people that would insult him to his face, he always took the high road.
Yep. Every single time, and I've never seen a fascist who had civil discourse, and
exactly.
But then there are still people who will come out and say, no, he got what he was, he was a fascist. Do you not understand you're part of the problem, Eric? It's so true. I'm glad you highlighted that about him, because that was what made him, really unique and so effective. And I think that's why what happened, because there was no other way. You were never going to rattle the guy.
Exactly. He was effective. He was good at getting his message across, and he was a good person.
That's
and
right.
I got to be honest with you, man. I'm one of those people that's just pissed off, and
Me too.
I used to be one of those people. I'm going to sit on the sidelines. I have my opinions. Right. Now I want to get more involved. And you have a successful show, and you're doing well. Any advice on how to get started?
Just find a local group, a local any sort of organization, or start your own. Get out and start dancing. Just you could see any grassroots organizations in your area, school board, county level things, or you could start a stream yourself. You can find something that you're passionate about and just talk and just take that initiative. And it may not hit. You may not be this massive success on day one, but just speaking out and being a force multiplier will help. So I'd say just take the initiative.
Just get out and get started.
That's it, man. All right.
Listen, I just want to say one last thing.
Yeah.
I started reading the Bible a lot more in the last few years, and one of the quotes that Charlie really liked, something that he even repeated when I got to meet him, was Matthew chapter 5, verse 9.
Okay.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called sons of God.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sean.
Thank you. We're going to end on that one. That's a good call to end on. Eric, great job, and that'll be our final call of the day. Jeremy Harrell will be coming up next, folks. It's a unique time, and look, there are a lot of things that I've done over the last 5 to 6 years to try to motivate people. One of the things that I will take with me, it'll be a part of my philosophy from now until ever, is violence is never the answer. When we were confronted back on Long Island by some of these same Antifa type thugs, it wasn't the answer. Self-defense is different, but violence is not the answer, and is not, in my opinion, the way to counter violence is not through more violence. Okay? We're angry. We should be. We are upset. We should be. Our emotions are all over the place. They should be. But we all know the best way to effectively and completely honor the vision, the legacy of Charlie Kirk is to be like Charlie Kirk. Some may say we've crossed the bridge already. I don't think we have. And that's going to be my angle. Who is going to be the Democrat? Who are going to be the members of the left that step up? Are they out there? I certainly hope they are. Jeremy Harrell up next with Live from America the next 3 hours. Thank you so much for all of your contributions. We will do it again tomorrow. We'll be on same time, same place right here, rumble.com/LFA TV. Stay strong, everybody. Pray for Charlie Kirk, his family, and your country. We'll be back tomorrow.